on this computer. Oh, did you guys hear that?
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so everybody, welcome. It's so good to see you guys again. How did you guys like the season? Like overall?
I thought it was good. I had a fun time when we recorded all of this. I thought it was a good time. The whole day was as short as time as I was there for. I still had a good time.
Hell yeah. Well, that's what I like to hear, Kyle.
Oh yeah.
Well, first I want to congratulate Dakota, Bree, and Sam for making it all the way to the end. Sam and Bree for the second time ever in their Survivor career. So congrats. That is not an easy thing to do. I've never done it even once. So the fact that you guys have done it twice, awesome. Good job. And now I think you join Hunter and the only other person that's done it twice, right, Devin?
Yeah, I think so.
I thought so. So good job, all three of you. And specifically, Bree, congratulations. You won the entire thing. How was that for you? Like looking back after that day was like over, what were you thinking?
Honestly, I couldn't believe it. I mean, I just like watched the video yesterday of like the finale. I was sitting there, I was like, oh, who's gonna win? I was like, oh my god, I forgot it was me. I totally forgot. But it was exciting, and I really appreciated everyone and their votes and stuff. It was a tough season. I'm sure Dakota and Sam can conclude on that. It was a lovely trio to make it to the end, and it was very nerve-wracking, but I'm just thankful that you guys all voted for me. So thank you for that. It was a pleasure playing with you guys again.
Like going into it, Devin, what did you think? Playing for your third time, you walked in. What was like your expectations like?
I knew I'd be a target right away, and I was. Yeah, it was fun. I expected a lot of people to be there that were there, so wasn't really surprised by anybody. But yeah, I wasn't as nervous as I usually was. But yeah, I mean, I was like, oh, here we go again. Let's see if I can do it. But I wasn't too confident.
Bailey, as a former winner, like you had just got, well, your last season that you played, you had won the whole entire thing. What did you expect going into this?
I don't know. I was just like, I'm probably going to get out really soon. And I did. So
7th place, as far as you made it, so to let you know, you were a target like since the pre-merge. Like people were like, oh,
I'm aware. I am aware. Yes.
But you beat half the people there. So like that's gotta count for something, right?
It was good. It was fun. It was nerve-wracking the way that like Survivor usually is, but it was really fun. I had like a really good time when I was there.
How would you compare it to the very first season that you played way back in Heroes versus Villains?
Well, it was just like, I don't know. It wasn't in Heroes versus Villains. I literally knew no one. And then in this season, in the last season when I won, I knew more people. So it was just better. And more people knew me too. So it was just better. I think it's better. Like the more you do them, the more you know what's going to happen. And it's easier to like wrap your head around and stuff.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Hunter? You're another one of the winners. What did you expect going into it?
Honestly, when I went in, I didn't really care how I did because like I had already done, I already got first and second. So I was like, I'm just kind of doing it for fun. Mm-hmm. Obviously, I still wanted to win because it's a game and that you want to win it. But I don't really, I mean, I kind of wanted to prove myself because people just continued to bash my game and didn't see me as a threat at all and everything like that. So that's pretty much all I was doing when I was going in there.
All right, Dakota, the last time you played, you kind of fucked someone over, not intentionally, but you played a very social, talk to everyone type of game. So what were you thinking going into this season?
I definitely was trying not to do that because I know like that's kind of why I got out, but it happened anyways. So I don't know. I just think that's how I like go about things. I just have to talk to everyone because I need to know what's going on. Otherwise, I'm just going to be confused the whole time. So that's just how I play. I don't know how else to say it to you. It's always going to be how I play. So there you go. If I ever play again, you all know Dakota's goes back and forth all the time. So
Giselle, did you had your doubts about Dakota during the game? Did you know she was going back and forth, or where did you start? Like, why did you start to doubt her?
I could tell that she was going back and forth. Like, I was like, wait, like, because I noticed that some people were like, oh, Dakota's on my side. And other people were like, no, Dakota's on my side. And I'm like, okay, she's playing 2 games here right now. And I was like, I don't know if I can trust her. So then she started talking to me and I'm like, okay, hold on, is she actually on my side?
Yeah.
But I was like, wait, I always had to remind myself, I'm like, this game is not about teams. It's all about individuality. Like in the end, someone's gonna screw me over.
So I do want to ask, who were you actually aligned with? Because so you started off on your team, and then during the tribe swap, you got put with Casey, Hunter, and Devin. So were you nervous at all? Or did you know what was gonna happen? You were just like gonna wait it out.
Okay, so here's the thing. I thought that if we did not win this challenge, I'm the first one to get out. Like, these guys know each other. I am the only girl. Like, what am I to offer in this group? But I think I did help with the riddle. I think that was the round. And I was like, okay, like, I helped with the riddle. Like, there's no way that they're gonna kick me out. But then, like, I guess Devin was like, hey, like, kind of like sweet talking me, and I was like, I don't know, like, you've played this game before. I don't know if I can trust him, you know. But like, deep down, I did. But it's like, I have my doubts.
Yeah, and then you got me out. So
okay, I did. Again,
you didn't vote for me, but yeah, I know what you mean.
Again, it's not a game of teams; it's a game of individuals. So
yeah, I think
no hard feeling.
On our try before, I don't think you would have done the first out just because we all knew you had an idol, so like you were gonna play it if we lost. So I actually have no idea still. If we didn't have that joint tribal, I have no idea out of us four who would have went home. Maybe Casey, because I was gonna play an extra vote, but I have no idea because you and Hunter both had idols. So I was like, well, I'm screwed.
I honestly was kind of upset when Devin got out because I was like, wait, Devin's on my side, I think.
Yeah. Sam, you orchestrated Devin's vote out, and actually tried to like sink seeds into people and be like, we need to get him out up until that point. So let's take it back. You and Devin have played all 3 of your seasons together. All right, every single one since the beginning. You guys started the show off together, did One World, and now you were here on Battle Royale. Did you know right from the get that you wanted to get him out?
Only because he is so freaking good, and I just know that if we don't get him out, he was just going to keep going because he has like everybody on his side because he is so good. Literally, I keep telling Devin, and he doesn't believe me, but I have nothing against him whatsoever, and I never did anything to you the first season. I just have a big rival, and I don't even know why we have one. So
during the joint tribal with your team and Devin's team, were you had 2 idols at that point? Were you tempted at all to play your idol, to play one of them?
Yes and no, because at the time I thought we were going to vote one out on our team and then they were going to vote one out, and that would be instead of combining everyone. And I didn't talk to anybody on Devin's team, so I didn't know where they stood with me. So I don't know if you could see in the video, I actually talked to Devin. Like, I leaned over and asked him, like, hey, who are you thinking or what's happening? Because, so sorry, Kyle. And so I'm like, I don't know what the second person is going to be. So no and yes, if that answers your question.
Sam, did you ever think at one point you were like, oh, maybe I can work with Kyle. Maybe I should spare him. Or did you automatically, like, as soon as you guys lost, you were like, get him out?
No, just I wanted, okay. There was not one point where I trusted Kyle because he's just, you're all over the place, Kyle. And I just know for sure you would like go with Devin, and that would just be another person against me. So I just thought if I was working with Maggie and if I got her on board, then we would just take you out. I love you, Kyle.
Hey, I love you too, Sam. Much respect to that. Sam, you made a good move.
You're just good, Kyle, and you're just so damn nice that I don't know. Because you would tell me, like, no, Sam, it's going to be okay. And I'm like, it's not okay, Kyle.
I kind of saw it coming. I kind of saw it coming a little bit. I was like, you know what? My coffin's right there. Let me hop in that.
Don't worry, the boys had your back that vote.
Dude, the boys did have my back. I really did appreciate that.
Should have voted Sam instead of Riley. That was my one thing I regret doing, but
well, I'm glad you didn't.
yeah, I know.
Maggie, you were thrown into the season just like Giselle. You two were the newbies that just stuck along throughout the entire thing. Were you sitting there like most throughout the game and was like, you know what? I'm gonna let these returners, these people who played the game before, duke it out, and I'm just gonna ride this thing out.
I had no idea what was going on. You tried to explain it to me, and I was like, you said it was like Survivor, but with minute to win it games, and I was like, I don't know what that means. Like, I know what minute to win it is, and I know what Survivor is, but like, what's it gonna be? And so I just kind of like made alliances like towards the beginning. I'm like, I'm just gonna stick with them. I'm not gonna try and like go behind anyone's backs because I don't know how to do it. I just kind of like sat back and watched and somehow made it as far as I did. I don't really know.
Right away at the beginning, when your team lost in the basement, Giselle came up to you and told you she had an idol.
Yes.
So did you know right away that you were like, well, I need to tell people. I need people to know that she has an idol?
Yeah, kind of. I just, again, like I didn't know how it worked. I didn't know like how long these people were gonna be like, and then like a group, and like I had absolutely no idea what was going on. And then people were like, oh, well, we were gonna switch. And I was like, they didn't know we were gonna switch. So now people know that aren't on our team, and I have no idea what I just did.
Yep.
So, yep.
Hunter, you guys got to the merge, and there you looked around, you were like, there's only 4 guys to the 6 girls. Did any of you guys think that was a problem?
I mean, they all did. Honestly, I wasn't super worried about it because I had some connections with the girls, at least with like Sam. I made an alliance with her, and then Bree, I had since the beginning, and then they kind of helped me talk to like Maggie and Dakota. Like, you know, if I would talk to them, they would talk to Dakota or Maggie, and it kind of worked out that way. I wasn't really worried about being the only guy. To be honest, I wasn't. I mean, I knew I had a target on my back, but I don't know. I wasn't worried about it.
Bailey, I went to go interview you, and you were like, I definitely know it's me. So like, what part gave it away? When like, did people talk to you a certain way? And you were like, you're lying to me. I know you're lying to me. How did that go about it?
I don't know. I just knew. I just had a feeling.
I'm pretty sure Jack told you. To that Jack, I told you.
Got Jack was even in this season. Yeah, Jack actually several times.
Yeah. He did the same shit to me in One World. He literally told people, and then I called him a lie. And I know when he's just not good at lying. It's just not how he is, which in real life it's a good thing, but in Survivor it's not a good thing.
Yeah. We did that challenge, the challenge that kind of put everything out there for all like people's secrets and stuff like that. Bree, what did you think of that challenge?
It was harder because I just met Maggie that day. So her answers I was really concerned for. I mean, obviously you can't take the like answers too seriously because I could be wrong, but like in the game I'm totally different than I think I am in real life in a way. So like when I was told I was a snake, I mean, I wasn't mad about it. It's true. I mean, I mean, you have to be in a way to win. You have to go in between and lie. So I didn't take any offense to it. I mean, it worked out in the end. So it was just an interesting one. That was an interesting one to put in there.
Dakota, what did you think when Casey went up and picked Giselle as a partner instead of you?
That's a great question, Michael. I'm so glad you asked it. Like, it's so funny. It's so good. It was like kind of the moment. I don't like being chosen last just because, I mean, who likes to be chosen last? No one.
Well, it ended up working out for you because you didn't compete in that challenge. You got to find the advantage.
Exactly. And I think I would have sucked at that challenge anyways because basically we were shit talking everyone. And I'd be like, can I pass this question? Like, I don't know what to say to this one. Like, not throwing anyone's name out there. Yeah.
Yeah, and Bailey threw my name out 100 times in that challenge. Made it pretty clear.
Whoa.
I remember even looking at Kyle. And he was out of the game like, I'm getting out soon. I just know it.
Yeah, I remember that. That was a tough moment.
Sam and Bailey won that challenge. And Bailey, I feel like that was a crucial point in the game. Like, you needed to win that challenge, right?
Yes, it was great. It was fantastic. That was the best moment of the game, honestly, was when we won that challenge. Because, like, one, then we didn't have to go any deeper into the questions, which was good. And two, it was just nice. It was just nice because I was like, oh my gosh, me and Sam are just like pals. Like, we just know each other, and it was so nice.
Sam, did you feel like a saving grace because Bailey was kind of on her last lifeline?
Well, I was nervous too, and it just worked out because I'm like, oh, like Bailey said, we are such good pals, and then we like talked about it like before we even entered the game, like what we could be doing, what we couldn't be doing, and all that stuff. So like, I kind of knew what she was thinking, like prior to the game and during the game, so that was also very helpful. And plus, we got out of 2 eliminations, so that was just a relief right off.
You two won that challenge. You guys go back to camp, and Casey starts throwing Dakota's name out there. Dakota, do you know why he was so like adamant on trying to get you out?
I don't know. I think he thought I was a great player. Yeah, went so far in the last season. I just I was basically I was shit in the last season. I don't know why he put a target on my back. There was no reason for him to put a target on my back. I think it was just some bad blood in the water.
Devin, did everyone just kind of, after that was going on, just kind of come to a consensus and was like, yeah, we'll just get Casey out? Or was there talk with everyone else?
Yeah, and honestly, for me, I mean, it just came down to it. Me and Hunter are even like, okay, like this is just like too much. Like he's literally just so set on getting Dakota out, like he doesn't care about anything else. I'm like, it's just like he kind of was like playing like that was like his only goal was to get her out. Basically, I'm like, dude, like, don't you want to like win? It sucks because I really needed him. He was one of my best allies because he actually did vote with me like every time. But even if I wanted to like go with him, the vote was 8-1, I'm pretty sure. So yeah. I would have had to swing a lot of people.
So when it was down to final 6, I feel like 2 people were like very back and forth. And I want to say that was Hunter and Dakota, who were very much so playing like both sides and couldn't pick a side. And I feel like, unfortunately for Hunter, and it could have been Dakota too, it could have been her that got out there, but it was like to Hunter's detriment that he couldn't pick a side because he ended up getting out during the rock drop. So like, Dakota, why did you decide to flip and like go against Bree during that final 6?
Well, for some reason, I figured Hunter was with Sam, so I thought Hunter was going to vote for Bree as well. So I thought no offense, Bree, but we had a lot of numbers, but I don't know. Like, I think Hunter talked about that he should have just stuck with Sam. I swear he was like just talking like, yeah, I'm with Sam, like yeah, and Sam was telling me that Hunter was with her as well. So I was going off what Hunter was doing, and obviously he was all over the place.
Yeah, I didn't make it clear to Dakota on what I was going to do because I didn't know what I was doing until I went into the room to vote. Because I had to choose between Bree and Sam, and I had good alliances with both of them. I ended up choosing Bree just because of, we were aligned since literally the first challenge or whatever. So I kind of just went with Bree there. Obviously, I shouldn't have. Sorry, Bree. Because Sam did do a lot to make me trust her with like the way we did the idol things where we both did idols basically just to get each other to trust each other. Yeah, I should have chose Sam. I'm sorry.
Sam, you and those freaking ties, you attract them like fucking moth to light. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's like your 3rd tie in a season.
Yes, and somehow I won all 3.
you escaped all 3 of them.
I know. Well, I was so nervous because I know I talked to you before this game. I'm like, I swear to God, if I get another tie, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Maggie, so you and Giselle at Final 5, you two were the only newbies left, and it was all girls. Hunter was the last guy. It was all girls. Were you excited? Did you at any point think like, hold on, like maybe I can like get this ball rolling and like win this thing?
No. I just I had no idea what was going on. I was kind of shitting my pants. I was like, I don't know what to do. Like at this point, I was kind of just like going with the flow. And then I was like, yeah, not really. I was like, something's gonna happen. And I did not know. Like I was like I almost didn't want to go. Like I was happy that I didn't make it to the final 3 because I was like, I don't know what questions are going to be asked during the panel, and I was like very nervous. So
people during the jury can be pretty brutal. So you never know.
Yeah, so I was kind of happy that I got out when I did.
And speaking of brutal, during
we're all here.
When we went to go vote, Bailey came in and said that Devin had told her that Sam said that she was her bitch. So what was that about? Like, because I missed that entire thing. Was that like during the jury segment?
No, when I was talking to Sam, I think it was during the merge, and I was like, it was when we were gonna get Bailey out, but I knew we all kind of knew she had an idol. That's why Jack ended up going out. She was way too comfortable. It's pretty obvious. Yeah, I mean, she played it well. Yeah. Me and Sam were talking, and I'm like, yeah, I'm just worried. I know you're good friends with Bailey, and she's like, yeah, but she's just kind of my bitch. Like, she's gonna do whatever I say. I'm like, damn. And then I just jokingly said that, like, at the final tribal council, it wasn't recorded. I was like, I didn't think it really mattered. I didn't think it would determine a vote, but I guess some people live in the moment a little too much, I guess.
And just to be fair, I didn't actually mean it. It was just like, it was in the moment. I was trying to get Devin on my side, and I liked Bailey and I wanted to stick with her, but I also knew she was really good too. So.
You sure you didn't mean it? Or talking a lot of shit the whole game, Sam?
Oh,
I mean,
shit.
I did not mean it. Devin, take that back.
I'm kidding.
If Devin hadn't told you that, would you have voted for Sam?
Yes.
Come on.
Dakota, who would you have casted your vote against? Or for, I should say, not against. Who would you have casted to win?
To win? Out of who again? Sorry.
Sam and Bree.
They both played really good games, but I probably would go for Bree actually, just because I was close with her the whole game too, and I mean, so Sam and I were too, but I just worked with Bree more. So.
That being said, does anyone else have anything to say? Any last minute things to put out there?
It was cool seeing the girl power, not gonna lie.
Yeah, that was cool.
I remember people saying, like, to me at the beginning, I think Bree said it, like, we have to get like all the girls like all the way through because like girls have not, I don't remember how many times before ours had like 2 girls had won or something. So like we have to get all the guys out. So I think like we kind of like had that plan and then it just kind of kept rolling. And I thought it was cool that like it like actually worked. Like it actually kept going.
Who would be down to play again? Wow, no one.
I would only do it if I did like a couples one or a sibling one or something. If that ever becomes a thing, I would maybe do it again. But I think I'm good.
You guys better want to play again because there's going to be a Legend season.
Yeah, for Legend, I was going to say Legend.
I was going to say because like they'd probably correct me if I'm wrong, Devin, but they want the winners and a bunch of great players on there.
Yeah, I want to try to get every winner and all like the next best players. So I would need Bree, Sam, Maggie, honestly, Dakota, Hunter, like probably almost everybody in here. Yeah, literally everybody in here but me. So that's not a good sign, I guess.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. I'll do it for you, Devin. I got you.
Especially because these are like all the best girl players too.
I need to announce fan favorite and player of the season. Drum roll, please. I completely forgot about that.
Travis Parker in this bitch.
No, for fan favorite, it literally, where are you guys? It literally was not even close. This person got like the majority of the votes. So your fan favorite of the season is Devin. So,
Hey!
congrats, Devin.
Let's go!
Thanks, guys.
Let's go!
I won something finally.
And then for player of the season, like this was the player that people thought did the best work, best player. The winner was Sam. So
yeah, Sam. Nice.
Yay,
Sam.
Good job, Sam.
Nice job, Sam.
I love you, Sam.
I love you.
So good job,
That's
everyone.
my roommate, people.
All right. Well, guys, thank you so much. You guys did awesome. I think this was a great season. And I hope you guys all think you did fantastic as well. And you had a great time because I certainly had a great time watching you guys. These moves were awesome. And it didn't follow the typical format of like one single group continuing on and ruling the whole entire game. So like you guys did amazing. So you guys should pat yourselves on the back and be happy. Bree, congratulations once again on winning the entire thing. You did awesome. Sam and Dakota, you two did amazing as well. Getting to Final 3 is no easy thing. So congrats, everyone. I hope you had a blast. And yeah, that's all for today.
Thank you for hosting, Michael.
Yeah, thank you for hosting,
thanks, Michael.
Yes,
Hell
thank
of a
you,
job,
Michael.
buddy.
You're great at hosting, Michael.